Knock, knock.
Yeah, what? Hi.
Hi. Can I use your smelter?
Well, that depends. Can you explain the chickens?
Um, if I say no, will you believe me? Hey yo, it's Lyarrah, and you join me today back here on Truly Bedrock, where I can finally go back to normal. I, for one, am super excited to go ahead get myself back to my full-size skin, which I realize y'all like never really get to see because of the armor. Like I love my dorky little sweatshirt and everything, you know. but we have that all put back together finally. We have a quick snoozy here, and we have a few things to go ahead and take care of today. So last episode, we worked on the roofs and everything to these two lantern shapes and started the interior of one of them as well. I also showed off that the lake bed is more or less complete. There is a section over here that I have not touched because I may be closing this off and creating an additional barrier there. But I haven't decided for sure. If I don't, then I will be taking the calcite and everything back to about here. And this will be where I close it off at. That said, this is still such a cool cave thing. Like, look at this! Look at this! Oh! I wish that my base ideas had been more conducive to using those. Of course, I don't want to know how much calcite that all would have taken. Oh no. Now, hopefully later today we will be catching up with Zap to talk to him about a possible coal situation, as well as to see what getting some beacons off of him would cost. Now, those of you who were around last season may remember the problems that beacons were giving us. But it does seem like they haven't really been an issue this season. Granted, it's been like 3 months, and the one over there was the first time that I've been around one for any period of time. I'm not sure if anybody's really using them unless they have a haste project to dig out right now. However, my own worries about beacons, given how they were last season aside, I do know that there's somebody who will trade me a whole bunch of totems for a bunch of beacons. I was supposed to do fighting of the withers as well, but Zap has some kind of spot where he's killing them automatically. So if I can just get the beacon straight from him, that cuts out a source. I'm glad that I have that to talk to him about as well, because I've been trying out different materials for the cables, and I'm still not 100% sure if this is what I'm going with. I actually had a good design for them made out of crying obsidian, which I know sounds like an expensive material, but we actually have like most of a double chest from the gold bartering farm. So that wouldn't be so bad, actually. That said, I'd still like to try out doing chains instead. I don't know how I would assemble them other than probably with walls. So maybe blackstone walls, or maybe alternating between blackstone and deep slate walls in order to create these separate links and not have them really stick together. Though that'll make this side even trickier, given that I'm really leaning towards that broken spire bit. I have realized that there's just not space to put a third lantern in here unless I do use that area over there. this won't fit it, and I'd wanted to have one that is broken down and resting in there. But I think that having the broken spire here would be the next best thing and would help go ahead and sell that whole kind of broken down aesthetic to it. Chains would be very difficult to have draped there though, so maybe I would even just have snapped off. Maybe just have a couple of links that are still attached to there and the rest of it having snapped off, maybe being attached to the crumbled spire still. I've still got about 3 shulkers of the calcite left, so it shouldn't be too bad to build that spire and even to go around the outside edges. And I do also have, I think about a shulker and a half of moss, so doing these parts is not going to be so bad either, though I have one thing that I want to build up on top here before I get any further than just converting the top to moss. This circle that has been here for a while is meant to be, I will never be able to land on scaffolding. It's meant to be an observatory. And so I am probably making it mostly out of quartz, and I'm going to need to either create a setup that I can smelt down some quartz into smooth quartz in, or convert the smelter over at Zloy's place into that temporarily. Either way, we're going for a very traditional kind of observatory there, just the stereotypical. It's round, it's got the domed top with the slot through it that the telescope goes through, and I figure it's going to be mostly quartz, but I am going to have a fair amount of the copper accenting it, and we'll probably try to pull some dark colors into it as well somewhere. I'm really excited about this observatory, but I really have a lot to build up to on it, because this is actually going to be visible definitely from Beardstone's base and probably from Tom's base. And potentially, I think, let's see, can anybody else see it? I don't think anybody else can see it. Maybe JC can? Well, I mean, obviously DB can, but DB's got a view of, like, my whole base. Since the rest of it is nestled down here into the lake, then there's not really a way to look in and see it from most other angles. Yeah, so I think that we are going to go ahead, grab some bone meal, get this all mossed up, and see if we can get that quartz smelting first before we do that, so that it'll be ready for me to start building this up. Knock, knock.
Yeah, what? Hi.
Hi. Can I use your smelter?
Well, that depends. Can you explain the chickens?
If I say no, will you believe me?
I don't know, you seem like a knowledgeable person. You seem like a person who, like, generally is aware of what's going on with my house.
Yeah. Remember how you told me you needed feathers, like, a while ago?
Okay, what does that to do with anything?
I brought you feathers. They're just...
Wait. So it was you who planted all the chickens?
Yes?
Get out of my house. Get out. I thought I'd ask you. Who pranked me with a bunch of chickens? I thought it was like Datcraft or something. I just thought that you knew who it was. I didn't even think that it was you, actually you.
Oh. I mean...
I legitimately was just streaming Minecraft on my Twitch channel, gathering this shulker box of quartz for you because you said you need some. I come home and, like, my house is filled with chickens. I'm like, oh yeah, it's probably just Datcraft or Piglets or something else. Lee, I can't handle this asymmetric friendship you're doing right now.
I brought you the... No, chat put me up to it, okay?
Yeah, I've not needed feathers for ages
You-
now. I still
yeah.
have like half a shulker box come in.
And I put these chickens here like 3 weeks ago.
Oh. Okay, what is it you yeah, okay.
Oh.
Here's your shulker box of quartz.
Oh.
Let's go use my super smelter because I really like using it.
Okay. Yay.
Also, please forget how to activate the secret passage. It's supposed to be very secret.
I probably already have.
Right, so here's my super smelter. Do you have any fuel?
Yes, I actually have a whole stacky of the coal blocks. Should I leave it as blocks?
Well, wonderful,
or...
because right now it's running on signs. Hey,
Oh.
did you see T-Stone's base lately?
That's a very nervous combination. It's running on signs. Have you seen Tom's place?
We made a bunch of signs, but we didn't actually place it over there. Well, we did place it, but basically, yeah, that's the fuel line down there. And if you want to throw stuff in it, you just throw it kind of sideways into this water stream, so it spreads it fairly unevenly, but pretty entertainingly at the very least, across all of the miniature super smelters inside.
Okay. Yeah. Should I leave the coal as blocks or split it into coal?
Yeah, throw it into this shulker box here. We'll use it eventually.
Oh, okay. Like this one over here? Okay.
Yeah, okay, that one works.
Oh.
I mean, yeah, with this one, the empty one.
Alright,
I still have no idea who gave me all these shulkers.
That was not me. I've been meaning to go back to the end for like a month and haven't.
Yeah, so basically what you do is you stand like this. I would advise where did it?
Yeah, I picked it
I would
up.
advise placing it down here.
Okay.
And then you just open it and you control Q items. See?
Okay.
And you just control Q items into the water stream and they get picked up and everything's hunky-dory.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that. Alright.
It's based on a much more smarter design, but because I cut every single corner I had, an opportunity for, I decided to make it much smaller and, yeah. It still works. Kind of. A little bit. Every now and again.
It's cool. I clearly put too much stuff in it at once there, but...
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Okay. It's kind of...
Really, the biggest limit here is how much this here chest on the output can handle.
Yeah, just there's a bunch sitting here at the end.
Oh, yeah, just throw it again.
Okay.
I meant to loop that water stream, but I was like, there's no way we're gonna ever smelt more than this can handle. Boy,
Yeah.
was I wrong!
I hope that's going to be enough quartz. I think it'll be enough quartz.
Enough quartz for what?
I'm building an observatory.
Why do you need quartz then?
Because it's white.
That's
why I need smooth quartz.
Okay, I guess. I guess that tracks? Question mark? I don't know, I've not been to enough observatories to be like, oh yeah, all of them are white. It is definitely.
They usually are. They usually are. But, even if they weren't, I'm only using 3 colors in my base, so...
Oh, yeah, okay, fair enough.
Whee! And one of them is copper, so I'm going to need to be putting a lot more of that around.
You're just full of great choices today, aren't you?
I mean, have you seen my clips lately?
I mean, I've been watching your streams, yes.
Yes. That's fair. But I still appreciate that I do all that, and what do they do? What do? They tell us they're going to put actual veins of calcite in on the next version. I'm so mad.
Oh. You're mad. I'm the one who gave you most of that.
No, you're not.
What?
By now, I've definitely gotten more than you have on it. Uh-oh.
Oh. Has you even out the odds
at
this point?
Probably, and then some. We've passed the 20 shulker mark on it by now.
Ooh.
It's been a lot. It's been a lot. This is also a very loud smelter, but it's neat.
I have all of my sounds turned off. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh. That explains how you can put up with, like, the dark spot down there, then.
Well, you know, the thousands of chickens don't help either, but yeah, let's blame the smelter for the noise pollution. Smelter is at least like doing stuff. Those chickens, they won't even drop anything if I kill them.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, well, no, some of them are aging. The first ones were turning out to be adults. I think I've been back here to. Oh, you know the cactus farm was me too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've been back here to grab cactus often enough that some of them had a chance to grow partially up.
Yeah, you know, like my biggest thing here about the cactus farm is that I still haven't gotten you back for that.
Well, I mean, my logic was I needed some place that was going to be loaded, and I promised myself I wasn't just going to bury all of my stuff underground this season.
So you buried it in my house.
You weren't going to use that tower.
I mean, I would have put a cactus farm in it. It's kind of perfectly sized for it.
Right? It fits so well. It fits so well.
Yeah, either that or you know, pumpkin and melon one. Point being that keep doing this, whatever it is you're doing, and I'm afraid suddenly in alphabetical order in my prank list, the letter L is gonna be higher than the letter .craft.
Well, you know, I am closer, so. But no, seriously, like, what do you want? I can make it up to you, like, fix the hole in the back of your house or something.
No, honestly, I need like gear.
You need gear?
I went quartz hunting, and like within the first 5 minutes before breaking any quartz, I just died in lava.
Oh no! Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
I can definitely get you replacement gear. That is
Yeah,
fair.
it would only take you like 15 minutes tops to get like top level armor and tools, so please do.
I'm level 360. I can definitely handle that.
Yeah, that's my point. At this point, we're like so rich. Not diamonds, not netherite are of any matter for any of us.
Yep.
But I just simply lack brain cells today to actually go and do stuff.
Well, I am fine making that for you as a thank you. That is fine with me.
It.
Oh.
I would be glad if you gave me things in exchange for a giant shulker box of quartz that I died gathering for you.
I feel like I owe you many things for that. But I appreciate that you did that. Oh my gosh. Although now I don't know what I'm doing on my next stream.
On your what?
On my next stream.
Oh well, I'm sorry. We can still burn this quartz, I guess. You want me to like tune up the heat on the super smelters?
Oh, I do have a couple shulkers of lava,
good.
but no, that's fine. That's fine.
Why did you throw copper in it? Now there's copper in the system randomly.
Cause I had like 4 stacks of copper, raw copper.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, just walk through this painting over here once you're finished.
Okay.
Or the hole in the wall, that also works now that I think about it.
Yeah, that should have been my should have been my response. It's just like, well, you know, if you've like, I don't think I need to remember. The
entrance in here
this.
might be secret, but the exit is incredibly obvious.
Yeah. No, okay, yeah, that's what we'll do after this. After I've got all this, is I'll just go like, you can be like, okay, I need to show you how to get back out, and I'm just like, I think I'll just fly through the hole, just duck out.
I'm never fixing that hole.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Okay, looks like I've got the full shulker.
Wonderful. Now get it, and to exit this place, you gotta basically either walk through this painting, or there's like a button over here that you have to press to open the chimney again.
Oh.
So yeah.
I was just gonna fly out the hole.
The what?
The hole.
Right.
It's raining, so Riptide away.
I forgot entirely that this is here. I probably should do something with it because the entrance in here is very secret, but the exit is incredibly obvious.
Yes, there is a very, very blatant exit there. There's also a witch outside, so I really am leaving. Well, I had been hoping to leave a cool time lapse of building the observatory here, but I ran into a small problem. I had nowhere near enough quartz. I thought there was a good chance that I was going to have enough quartz, but yeah, I am down to that's pillar that I'm gonna mix in somewhere, but yeah, not even 3 stacks, and I estimated I'm gonna need about 12 to 16 stacks for the observatory dome, which I know doesn't sound like a ton, but when we're working with quartz of all materials, yeah. And before you ask, no, I can't just go and raid the bartering farm, which we have now named the Barter BQ, because of course we did. I can't just go raid that because, spoiler alert, already have everything from it that I possibly could. I've left like 2 stacks of crystals in case I need them for redstone components or something, but yeah, no. Yeah. But what we do have so far here is going to be the base of it. We will, of course, you know, need a door into it, and I actually may do the interior to this place. So it'll be a couple of layers, like a layer on like a catwalk up there that'll have assorted stuff, and then like this is a pre-computer type of, which I guess is a weird thing, because technically these kinds of observatories, at least nowadays, are all very, very computerized, and I don't know if it's a design that was used pre-computers, but you know what, hey, maybe I can put a couple gratuitous steampunk gears in here or something. Of course, we are out of like the 2 most important materials for all of it, so I have managed to go ahead and drum up some more regular quartz that I need to go smelt. So I am going to head over to Zloy's in a bit because he's actually online for a change. I swear, the moment Alice showed back up, Zloy's just gone. I don't know. And then, well, we also need a lot more copper, a lot more oxidized copper. And I'm trying to be careful this time not to put any underneath these, because I hated having to clean up the ice last time from under the shadowed parts. So I think I'm actually best off heading out to the Guardian farm and doing my copper placement there. Cause yeah, we still need more lanterns to the shop. And yes, we did have another creeper explosion over here, and despite the number of cats that are still here, I'm just, yeah, I don't know. Okay, well, that is a whole shulker of smooth quartz. So if that's not enough for this dome, then I've got a very disproportionate dome on here. As is, I'm a little skeptical of the fact that I want it to come out another block or 2. I'm thinking I might want to pare back the copper to only be 1 thick after all. Because I want the... This is not going to start exactly at like the halfway of the circle. This is going to start a couple below that so that it does pop out a little bit more first, instead of just like the, yeah, you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. So like if we're looking down on this, so if we're looking at this circle and it's the dome, we're starting from like here and continuing around like snow globe style. Not quite. So we're halfway between snow globe style and half circle, because we're not doing just from here. It's, you know what? I'll just build it. And you guys can see that way. Oh, what? You thought I was gonna cut to a time lapse right then? No. I would love to, but we don't have the time for that right now. What I do have the time for is to quickly go throw down a few stacks of copper out at the Guardian farm and leave Titan chilling over there for the evening. Of course, it doesn't feel quite right to leave you without any kind of a nifty time lapse after I kind of promised you the dome. So rather than giving you another copper placing time lapse, I'm going to show y'all some fun that Zloy actually had during a stream a few days ago in honor of Talk Like a Pirate Day. Because, yeah, we both threw on our pirate outfits and worked on his game that needs to be done already. Oh, and just as a disclaimer, the camera account didn't like me during part of this, so there's some footage that has the stream overlay and such on it. Deal with it. Or if you actually like it, then, you know, come watch me on Twitch. You know you wanna.
Friends, we have quite an interesting situation on our hands today. You see, for the minigame that the Team 1 will be presenting for the minigame battles, we gotta prepare 5 of the same ship. And seeing how we need to get them built anyway, we figured out might as well try this whole Structura thing. Now, if you don't know, Structura is basically the walk around that Hatman, was it?
Yeah, Raven Mad Hatter.
Yeah, has created to allow the Bedrock Edition players basically the Structura mod functionality. And so we have these phantoms that we made that basically just appear wherever we place an armor stand as long as we have a particular resource pack activated. What we're gonna do today is we're gonna put 2 of these side by side where the ships need to be built, and one of them will be built by Lyarrah, and the other one is gonna be built by me. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna see which one of us can build faster.
Which, I mean, you have an unfair advantage at, but, you know, I'm mildly less easily distracted, so it might even out. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's basically I have designed that ship, but also I'm a mess currently, so we're just gonna see who's gonna collapse more. So all the resources are up here. We should be free to grab it. However, Pinky swears to not, you know, grab all of them to prevent the other one from building at all.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, everything's provided. Everything's right here. Lyarrah will be building the cyan ship. You know, like the example is in red. Lyarrah will be putting cyan sails on hers. I will be putting where my ink shulker box? Yeah, black sails on mine. And that's how you'll know which one of us is winning, right?
Yeah, and it'll be hopefully a pretty epic time lapse. Not that the time lapse cameras will actually be able to see the ones that we're building around. So it's gonna be very interesting.
Also, my favorite bit is that you can actually see from here the other two.
Yes, so it's gonna be real fun.
They look so much better from far away. Well, you won't believe it, but I think I'm done.
I mean, I will believe it. Yeah, I don't really see much that's still blinking over there besides the sails.
Yeah, the digital sails are really bringing out the pizzazz in the thing. But seriously though, this took like no time. What?
I've been on your case about this. Will make it easier for a while.
I know. I still don't know how to. Okay, look. Let's go get to the armor stands and let's remove the armor stands on 3.
Okay. I know that you've got more done than me, but let's see how much more. So.
Yeah, that's the question here.
Right. Ready?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. And swim up. Yep, just the sails, honestly, and the sails are gonna be a different color anyway, and I also wanted to try a different configuration for them.
I feel
and
like
now yours.
I'm missing the sails and the masts, and I know I'm still missing part of the nose too. But shockingly, I think that's about. I thought I had more left to do, huh?
So yeah, okay, let me get this straight. I built 2 of these before. You've built none. But just by having the structure situated, you were able to basically go neck and neck with me.
I believe that I have worked in retail enough of my life to know how to follow directions.
No, this is surprisingly fast.
Yeah, no, we'll get the other 2 done pretty fast at some point here too. I think the only
sure hope so.
qualm I have on any of this is I'm realizing that we may want to shave back part of this before the actual thing, because the ship might be explodable from here. But
I mean, I think it's like very clear battle etiquette that you aren't allowed to go outside the area between the ships.
I was more worried about the land, like the TNT landing back here. But yeah, no.
Oh yeah.
This is gonna be awesome. And
have you tried doing a TNT cannon?
Not on Bedrock. I'll put it that way.
Do you know how hard it would be to shoot one from there diagonally onto this bridge?
Have you seen how much goes wrong when you put TNT in my hands?
I don't actually does it count as that one bit with Jesse? With Jesse? When you were digging out the area for the
see, I'm that inconfident with TNT.
It didn't chain at all.
It did not. No, I managed to make it not chain at all, because I was thinking of different way. Like if I just had set it on top instead of dug down in, it would have been fine. Anyway, yeah, no, these, I guess I will leave the sails up to you, and I honestly may, I feel like doing more of these as a stream later in the week would be fun to do, so I am fine picking out a location to continue with.
Yeah, please do, because this worked out really well. You can still see the other 2 from here. The pillager captains are getting just the view of their lives. So,
you're next, buddies.
And there are foxes spawning on top of this ship.
Oh, I thought there'd be endermen spawning on top of here, so I guess that's a plus. Oh!
Frater side.
Oh! That was rude.
Anywho, also this one's gonna be black-sailed one. I want to call him the Phantom. And that one's gonna have the teal sails. And I'm gonna call him the Drowned, because, you know, the light blue and teal color combination is the drowned ones.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
And we'll see how much I can mask that they have the exact same... Wait a minute. Lee, of all things to do accurately, why did you...
I just was copying what was there.
That was a building mistake!
I just was copying what was
supposed
there!
to be here.
Oh!
Really? You did those but didn't put the doors in?
I didn't have doors.
I mean, you could just make some. We have an entire forest of
I didn't
firewood.
feel like stopping to craft.
Right. Point being, thank you so much for figuring out Structure mod for me. Yeah. I was very confused about how it operates, and I still am. But at the very least, now we have some experience working with it. Maybe I'll actually bother making my own like structures and whatnot.
Yeah, it really wasn't that hard, so I'll be happy to walk you through it. And so, as I settle in for another round of AFK for all the teal things, then I want to thank everybody for hanging out with me today. Hey, hang on, I can't do that with this here. Meh. Anyway, if you had as much fun as I did today, make sure you leave a like. If you're new around here, then please subscribe. We can hang out again next time. Take care, everybody. Toodles!